Hey, morning, Caroline. The intercom system doesn't work. Intercom systems are beyond the scope of this inspection, but the doorbell is not illuminated. Okay, the front door swings open on its own accord. The front door threshold is torn, and the bottom hinge is loose. Right in here. I'm coming back in because I'm coming in to turn on a light. I turned off a light, so this floor is a little bit springy right here. Windows farther from the ground than 72 inches and closer to the floor should not be closer to the floor than 24 inches. These windows are double pane aluminum frame windows. They look like they're probably not original to the structure. I don't know if everybody's windows got replaced, but and it may be so, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We're in the living area. One thing we've got here is this light switch. All right. We do not have a double pole light switch. So if you're coming in here, that's supposed to turn it off. Actually, that's the outside light. They probably got the switches hooked up wrong. You should be able to walk through a room and be able to turn the lights on at one part and off at the other part. When this house was built, these stairs were probably okay, but the baluster rails are farther apart than 4 inches. The handrails are less than 34 inches high. Now, this true pie shape, it should have a 6-inch gap, so the stairs aren't quite manageable like that. You've got a little bitty hole right there. There it is. That vent and this vent, okay, are part of the upstairs air conditioning system. So if you close these doors or if you turn the upstairs air conditioning system off in some kind of energy management situation, it's just not going to work. This window screen is missing, and the downstairs bedroom, 2 of them are torn. And this is what I came back in for. I've done most of these tours. The air conditioning system upstairs is conventional, okay? This is for you, Jackie. Mode. Heat, cool, off. Cool, 76 degrees. You want it to 77 degrees, 75 degrees, and that's how you change the temperature. This is not, oh, we got a menu. This is programmable. All right. Coming on down, the fireplace is, pretty much straight. Not a lot of excitement going on about it. It's not particularly dirty. If you're going to use it for the winter, you might as well, every season, you should have it checked out by a chimney sweep to come in and make sure that birds aren't in the fireplace chimney. There's lots of reasons besides soot. Coming along in here, this is the kitchen light switch. All right. These receptacle outlets over here are not GFCI protected. This one is GFCI protected. I don't even know if this one is GFCI protected. It looks like it is. It has the appearance of being GFCI protected. Okay, Netgear, we'll turn you back on. It is GFCI protected. I have a tendency to get ahead of myself. Door sweep, and I just kind of go through here and tour. That's one of the scuttle holes into the lower attic. I don't think I mentioned that in another video. Windows, okay. A couple of these window screens are torn. All right. So apparently, and this roof is all being replaced in the community. So apparently, what I'm seeing is this is probably some hail damage. And so when the upstairs screen was really torn, They just took it out and they left these two small torn screens, but you know, it'd have been nice if that would have been part of the settlement. Would have been nice, but there we go. Now here's the downstairs. Now the downstairs is different. Let's get a downstairs thermostat. Again, ahead of myself. Fan, auto, on. This one's different than the upstairs one, is that this one is not programmable. As long as one of them is programmable, that is enough. That meets the minimum requirements for the energy code. But we have different, we have cool, heat, emergency heat. What is emergency heat? That's what Jackie was asking me. Emergency heat down here is the same thing as heat upstairs. But heat down here runs a heat pump. The downstairs system is a more efficient heat pump system. You have two different systems. The upstairs is a conventional split. Downstairs is a heat pump system. And so if it's not hot outside, or if the condensing unit breaks, it's always nice to have emergency heat. I wish they had emergency cooling, but they don't. But emergency heating, it'd be nice. So, you know, if it's 20 degrees outside on your system, you would go over here to emergency heat. That's where you would go. And cooling, we got it, I think 78. It was up pretty high. I can't remember exactly. There were 77s or 76s or 7. But that's it. Now, you don't know this, but this is the last video. I wasn't even going to do this video, except that I left the light on upstairs. But this is the last video of the day, and this is the part where I'd like to say thank you very much. You know, I thank you for your trust. Thank you for your business. And thank you for, you know, tolerating my COVID policies. Those things mean the world to my family and I. And I just wanted to say thank you. And anybody can contact me about home inspections. I like to talk, obviously. But about this particular house, you know, if my client Jackie, if you've got any questions about this house, then you know, please feel free to reach out to me. Please feel free to call me. I'll try and explain what I didn't explain. Apparently I didn't explain well enough the first time, and I'd like to make that right. So